Kallie here from Butfirstcoffeeblog, and in today's video I'm going to give you some tips and tricks to help you master the winged liner. So the first thing that we need to talk about is products that you're going to use to achieve the wing liner, and that is a liquid eyeliner pencil or a gel eyeliner. Pros of a gel liner is typically they are very opaque. You get a nice black line in a single stroke. Now if we're going to talk about cons, for me the biggest con of a gel eyeliner is that it's just a little bit more maintenance. Because you're using a brush, you have to wash your brush after every single use. So the alternate method is to use a liquid eyeliner pencil. This is what I use on a day-to-day basis. Few more cons for me when it comes to a liquid eyeliner. One is that you're sort of stuck to whatever the formula and the pencil is here. So sometimes you'll get one that has a really great formula, but that it has a really bad felt tip point. I find it a lot harder to find one that will be totally opaque in a single swipe. Now that we've talked about products, let me tell you how I achieve a wing liner look. The first thing we want to talk about is the shape of your wing liner. Now the shape of your wing is going to depend entirely on your own eye shape, and the way that you want to do this is you want to follow along your bottom lash line, and you basically just want to extend this line upward. What this is going to do is look really natural on your eye. You're not going to run the risk of having a wing that's too pointy or a wing that's too droopy. Now that you have your guide, I personally like to mark out my winged liner. I follow my bottom lash line up and I put a little dot where I want the tip of my wing to be. Then I put a dot at my natural corner of my top lash line, and then one a little bit inward as well where I sort of want the wing to end. Don't worry about your wings always being perfectly identical. They can be sisters and not twins. Now that you have your wing marked out, I like to start at the very outer tip, and I draw a line in to the first dot on my outer corner and then in to the second dot, and then I'm just going to go ahead and color this little triangle in. Once I have my triangle marked out, I will go more towards the inner part of my eye and line my entire lash line, combining the wing with the line on my lash line. Now it's important to note that you may not always get it just perfect, and that's okay. It's normal to not get it perfect, and that's where the Q-tip comes in. I always just take a Q-tip with a little bit of makeup remover, and I use this to clean up along the bottom edge or the top edge if I need to, and erase any sort of mess that you might have made. And then personally, I like to finish off my winged liner with three simple things. I will put a little bit of a matte shadow in my outer crease. This gives it a little bit more of a sultry look. Then I like to take a nice bright highlighter and put it on my inner corner to sort of brighten up that entire area. And then for mascara, I like to load on a lengthening mascara. And there you have it, guys. That is how I do a winged liner. Like I said, don't worry about them being totally perfect. But that does it for today's makeup tips. I hope that you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Thank you so much for stopping by here on SheSpeaksTV to check out this video, and I will see you all next time.